Welcome to Area DMG. I'm your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we are looking at episode 5 of season 2 of Gravity Falls. This episode is called Soos and the Real Girl. The name is a play on this movie called Lars and the Real Girl, about a guy named Lars who, in grieving, goes out and buys a real doll. And it's a comedy, but it's also a drama, so a dramedy. And it's pretty great, actually. There's a little subplot where Grunkle Stan decides to go ahead and get rid of a little prospecting machine animatronic because it's old and such, and he decides to try and steal these animatronic animals from a pizza place at the mall. And it feels, the whole thing feels like, I know it was out before essentially Five Nights at Freddy's, but it feels kind of like it's playing an homage to that, and that's pretty good. The same guy that did all the pixel stuff. Okay, what happens is Soos gets kind of depressed about his inability to find a woman because his cousin, who's like a poor man's Soos, is getting married. Oh, one thing about Soos, his abuelita, or his mother, has this fantastic line in there where she's like, "Oh, I want to see you get married and have kids before I go off to heaven," and he's like, "Oh, so you can see, like, oh, so before you go off to be with Dad," and she's all like, "Oh no, he is not there." Just the delivery is fantastic. I was like, oh, that's pretty dark for a little children's show. I like how they got that past S&P. Anywho, the guy that did all the stuff for Fight Fighters, that animation, is back for this, for the character of Giffany? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Actually, I think they pronounce it Giffany in this, if I remember correctly. Well, anyways, because he's depressed about that, he tries Dipper and Mabel. Well, Dipper's still trying to figure out what the thing is with the laptop. Mabel is trying to hook Soos up with someone. And he ends up buying like a game that's like a dating sim type thing, and it comes to life and loves him. This is kind of a Ghost in the Machine type thing, but instead of like being played by an ambiguously Asian Motoko Kusanagi, it's played by like a pink-haired, crazy-looking thing that possesses animatronic creatures to try and kill Soos and this girl he meets named Melanie. Yeah, I think that's her name, Melanie. Anyways, it's kind of important because, hey, we finally have a little bit of Soos time, a little bit of Soos characterization, and we're getting a little bit here where we care more about these characters. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode, some good action sequences, pretty funny. And you know what? When you mix pixel effects with traditional animation effects, that just looks good. I mean, I was pretty happy to see that. That looked good. This episode looks good. And that animator is excellent. I follow him on Tumblr. He puts out some great stuff. Good episode overall. I liked it. Did you like it? Hit that thumbs up. Hit those comments below and let me know. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.